Hi everybody, it is March 21st, 2022. We are back after our brief vacation. Let's see what we got going this week. Let's start out looking at the Astro Excel. We've been bouncing around in the 10 lines quite a bit the last month with not a whole lot of strong movement to either direction. We're moving into this peak. We've come past this peak now, and we're heading into a downward move Monday through Tuesday. We break the -10 line here Tuesday, or actually tonight around 9:30ish. We trade down, and then we get to about -13 here. Double bottom late on the 22nd, early on the 23rd. We get a pretty strong upward push here through the 23rd into the late afternoon of the day session before we peak out again. Then we're slightly down to the zero line on Thursday, and we're basically hanging on the zero line on Friday. So this is really kind of a totally trendless as far as an astrological influence on Thursday and Friday. I've had some questions on the lines not being in agreement. What you have to look at when you're looking at this indicator, when the strongest moves are when we get outside the 10 lines, and the degree of pitch is significant also. So the higher the pitch, the more accurate the lines are going to be. A lot of times this will plot exactly, sometimes it won't. You have to look at the blue line in tandem with the green line. When the lines are going against each other, the market will tend to follow one of those lines. So you kind of have to work it like that. We're in an area now where I've marked in this area between the +10 and -10, marked with this red rectangle, and that's a period of lesser influence. So the influence isn't as strong until we start to make sharper moves in and outside the 10 lines. So we do break down. We should see some negative pressure coming here after the rally back last week and through last night into this morning. So we should see some downward pressure here as we get down below the -10 lines for a good piece of Tuesday and the early part of Wednesday morning. Now just looking at this, the most significant push on this chart as far as a pitch goes is this area here on Wednesday, where we make this low here and we get this move up. This is probably the strongest potential signal on this chart as far as strength, and this is not a great example because we're again locked in the 10 lines or near the 10 lines. The other thing you want to kind of watch for is the two lines to be moving in the same direction. So when we get to this point here where the blue line bottoms around 2 a.m. on the 23rd, both lines are in sync until 5:30 a.m. Then we get some blue line push down, and then they're in sync again from around 8:20 up until 10 in the morning. Then we get a little blue line push, and then we're in agreement from noon through the afternoon. So those are the places where you should get your strongest trend correlation, and it's just how you kind of want to look at it. And when we get into Thursday here, we peak out on the green line. We're still only around +8, but both lines are moving in sync. The green line is drifting down, so we've got very light to neutral downward activity, and we've got a decent push on the blue line down on the 24th, which is Thursday, into 7 a.m. And then once we get beyond that point, the rest of the week, it really is flat and kind of trendless. So Just to hope this answered some of your questions. Hope to give you a few more tips on how to look at this, and we'll kind of follow it as the week goes along. Okay, that's it for today. We'll be back Tuesday with another video, and we'll see you then.